Well, welcome in, guys. SideQuest Comics. This is Eric here for a little bit different live stream. So this is live streams art Scribbles Show. So doing something a little bit different because I'm actually celebrating tomorrow. Technically, is my second year anniversary of being on the YouTube. Now I'm looking at a side monitor I have, and sorry for the reception. My turbo button is not working on the Wi-Fi very good. So I can only hardwire one computer. So this one is actually my laptop. It's going to be my face camera. And then I set up the other one for right here, little table down view, because we're doing art, like I said, today. So I'm excited. I want to bring on my guest right away because I know my reception is not very good. Looking at my side monitor. But I have a couple guys that are comic community members that also love art and participate drawing art either now in the past. And this is something that when I first started the channel, I wanted to focus on art because it was my passion. My first love in comic books was the art. So I'm going to start with, let's see, I got two mice going here, which is really weird. I'm going to start with Rich is first in the lineup here. So Rich from Big Nasty Comics, welcome in. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Thanks for having me, buddy. Yeah. Love being here, man. Love being here.
So something different tonight. This not only inspires me to keep going and doing more, because a lot of you guys in the community are what kind of fuel me. So hopefully maybe I'll get you a kick in the butt and you get going too.
Yeah,
so
I need it, man. I need it.
Speaking of inspiring me to get going, I have to give props to my next guest, Adam from Up and Adam. Adam, you kind of really spearheaded me. Get going, draw. So we got Adam the Wolverine ready to do some sketching tonight. Welcome in, Adam. I was glad you can join it from location unknown.
Yeah, hotel up in Northern Virginia.
Okay.
Location.
And then we also have joining us tonight is Stevey D. I know we also have joining us tonight is Stevey D.
Turn your phone down, Stevey.
Stevey D. There you go. Can you still hear us?
I can't hear anybody.
Oh, but he can't hear us if he does that.
Oh, he's probably gonna have to go out and come back in. He's doing that like he does on my channel, where he locks out and has to come back.
I can't hear anybody.
Right,
I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Okay. Yeah, that should fix it, hopefully. So
he's been down that road before.
Yeah. But welcome in. When Stevey gets in, we can jump into the show because I actually did some formatting for tonight's show. It's not just going to be us, drawing with our heads down the whole time.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Peaceful.
All right, Stevey's back.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, he's good.
Loud and clear.
But yeah, I mean, this was in place of my end of the month show-off show. And with it being celebrating, as kind of a milestone for the channel, I wanted to do something different and new. And what else than to do some art? I mean, I've been really getting into art this spring a little bit more. And I know a lot of you guys are into art and stuff. So I figured let's try and do an art jam or, something like that where you're drawing live, because I don't think there's a whole lot out there. I've seen a couple channels do stuff. So I thought, this would be fun to do something like that. You know what? Before I get too far, let's say hello to the chat. I always forget. Let me see if I can do it. I got to switch so I don't constantly be looking this way. I'm going to switch computers what I'm looking at here. People. No, that's not what I want. How does it work on here? Comments. There we go. So first in here today was, I got to scroll up, is K Munin. And there he is. He was in here like this afternoon already. He was ready. And,
ready to go.
And I just happened to be on, setting stuff up. And I was like, oh, hey, you're already in here. So, yeah, he was super excited. And then let's see, who else do we got? We got Matt Likes Comics. Welcome in. He's saying, what's up to everybody? And
the Canadian.
Stevey snuck in here saying hi to everybody. We got Michael saying hello.
Hey, Michael. Michael,
Hey,
just Michael.
And then Rich is sneaking in also.
Well,
thank you, Matt.
Matt's
giving me a little congrats there.
We got
Appreciate
the best guest in the world.
Big Matt.
And then
Yes.
my number one fan, my wife. Saying hello.
Mary.
Yeah, I had to make her turn off the TV, hoping this thing would work, and it looks like it's working a little bit better. So
Yeah, it is. It's coming in better.
I went and I don't have a turbo button like you, Rich, so I can't turn on the turbo button for the internet. But yeah, that's what we got joining us tonight. So what I want to start off, you guys, is I want to ask you guys questions. What is it about art that you like the most? Is it a specific kind of art? Is it art in general doing it that is, kind of fuels you? What is it about art that draws you into it? Nobody got an answer, huh?
I was looking at Rich. He looked like he was about to speak.
Oh no, I was just it's just the creativity part of it all, I think. Art has many forms. So for me, that speaks volumes. It speaks it speaks a lot for me, because I express myself in different ways, as far as, drawing or, woodworking or crafts, or, carving, like the cowboy, type thing, just different ways of getting those creative juices flowing. Even making these videos, doing YouTube, that's another creative outlet. It's an art form, so
yeah.
But drawing has always been something I've done, like I said, I think like a lot of us, since I was a kid. So I ain't gonna say it came easy to me, but it felt right to sit down and start scribbling or drawing stuff. And it was a way to get me to focus on certain things too. Cause like I remember being at my grandmother's and we always had those glasses, the jars, the old jelly jars that had all the old Bugs Bunny cartoon characters and all that stuff on the glasses, And if if it was a rainy day and I couldn't go outside, she'd be like, my grandma, she'd go pull a couple of those glasses down and set them on the kitchen table and give me some scrap paper and say, here, draw those for me.
Okay.
And I'd sit there and look at those glasses, and I'd be sitting there, sketching them out and drawing them out and stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was a kid, it was a form of entertainment in a way too. It kept me out of trouble, occupied me, kind of get out of the real world and go into the fantasy worlds, and draw dinosaurs and monsters and superheroes and stuff like that. Adam, what was it for you that you like about art?
Well, to talk specifically just about like comic art, I think I really, I was a very avid reader, especially, younger and everything, but, there's all great stories, but I think one thing that draws us to comics is the art. It's like, if we were just reading stories, we would be doing one of these like nerdy book clubs, like at somebody's house, like sipping tea. So, but I've always enjoyed that, and enjoyed, like Rich said, like the creativity of everything, and typically, a lot of the artists have their own style, and it leads you to like one thing or another, and turns you on to different things, and so it's definitely a big part of it. I grew up in a in a house of artists. I think I've told this story maybe before, or at least on my intro video, but my grandfather was an artist, and he worked for a movie theater, and they hired artists before they had movie posters that they sent out the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, that's so
publishers.
badass. Yeah.
So he did he designed, like, they'd send a little reel clip of what the movie was going to be, and he designed some poster or set up something in the front of the theater to kind of help advertise that movie to get people excited about it. And he was approached by Walt Disney at one point, who had heard of him and
That's
wanted him
awesome.
to work for him.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Walt Disney, but my grandfather turned him down. He wanted to stay where he was. Didn't want to move to California. But my mom is also an artist. My brother went to school, like to college for art. I've just always dabbled, and it's kind of always been around me. Rich, you were talking about like your grandmother. One thing my grandmother did for me was she would just say, let me get, think of a number, like give me I'll write down a random number, and it might be like 87. And she was like, I want you to make a dog out of this, and so you'd have to take the number 87 and try to
Your
create.
imagination.
Oh, yeah.
Imagination,
And so what I would do, I can't even think of how, like, we did that so often, and that was just kind of like a creative way to think about drawing something or doing something. We would do it for each other, and she was always terrible, but like probably jokingly terrible to just to please the grandkid, But
Right.
But anyway, like so it's kind of always been in my life. My mom is still around. She's still like, she's 80, she's 83, and she's still, painting every day. So that's kind of
cool.
something that she
Nice.
does.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, she's taught me a little bit of things here and there, but it's just a neat art form, and it's a good way to kind of get that side of your brain working, I think.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Now, Stevie, you're fairly new to art. You're creative in your own way with music and stuff. So I'm curious to see and hear what your answer is. What is it about art that draws you to it?
It opens up my imagination. I always thought of comic books like toys for your imagination, So just looking at the pictures and falling into the drawing, I remember in the early 60s, like 1963, 64, my mom got a subscription to them Dr. Seuss books.
Mm-hmm.
And I have three brothers, and I remember the four of us and my mom sitting on the couch all crammed together, and I associated reading with pictures right from the very first time. And then I remember with my mom also the first time I ever did art. It was so fun. It was finger painting, and my mom, she tore open the grocery bags. Used to be brown paper, like butcher's paper. And she put that all down on the kitchen table, and she had 4 colors: blue, yellow, green, and red. And just diving in and rubbing in, and she was joining us. She made a son. Oh, isn't that funny? I'm remembering that 60 years ago, I'm having a happy flashback.
And that's what's nice about artwork is it does trigger memories. It triggers, a point in time. And that's one thing I like about art. And the other is it can be therapeutic and relaxing to just kind of let go of everyday stresses. And like you said, use your imagination, escape the real world and create a new world. And just let go of some of those stresses. So, I mean, that's, as an adult, it's what I like about artwork. So, all right, it's very interesting. Everybody has kind of their own little draw into art, which is cool. And there's all kinds of different art. It doesn't have to be just comic book art either. It could be painting, fine art painting. One of the things that it's like you go to the museum, art museums, and you see all those different styles and stuff. and different techniques and all that. And it's like you can take those bits and pieces and make it your own as an artist, which is also a fun thing about just doing art. So, all right, guys. Well, so that's just a little introduction of what everybody likes about art and why we are here. So I thought what we would do to start tonight off and not just dive right into like our main drawings that we're going to work on tonight. Something that they do in art school, like I remember doing this in figure drawing classes, is they did warm-up exercises. So yeah. I picked this as a topic. So if you guys got scratch paper, just use scratch paper. It's going to be a quick sketch, something to warm up. I am setting a timer. So we're going to have 5 minutes to do a little warm-up sketch. And the subject that I picked, guys, is we are going to do an arm flexing. So it can be any way you want to interpret that kind of subject, an arm flexing. I mean, you can make it look like Arnold Schwarzenegger from Conan flexing his muscles. You know, he's getting ready to beat somebody. It could just be a flex down of a bodybuilder, or just something to kind of loosen up. You get ready to sketch and stuff like that. So I am actually going to switch my camera because I did some fancy stuff and did
some camera down
action. So, and hopefully I didn't mess this up. I'm hoping you guys are still going to hear me.
As long as you don't offer Adam any Cool Ranch, we'll be all right.
So, let me move some of my stuff here. Cool Ranch, yeah. It's a story that not for public. Yeah.
Inside joke. Sorry, guys.
Move some of my sketch paper I have here. So let me start my timer. Drawing an arm flexing.
An arm flexing.
Any way you want to interpret a big muscle bound arm. Now, what I like to do is I look at its shape type of thing. And let's see, can I switch these up? We're going to do that there. And then you don't even have to look at me. So, you know what else I want to do here? Let me switch mice. I got two Mises next to me because I know there's going to be a lot of dead air. Let's see. How about this one?
Try to.
Man, he's got the camera up on the screen. I just noticed that. Man, pressure.
Oh, a minute already gone.
Oh, man.
Got a little bit of music.
Oh, I didn't hear the gun say go.
Go. All right. Let's draw some muscles. So I am going to start with, I might need more light too, looking at my screen here.
I might need 1 extra minute.
We're going to start with, let's see, my bones. I'm going to draw my bones and my joints. I already don't like how mine's turning out, but whatevs. It's just a warm-up sketch. It don't have to be perfect.
Right.
It's just it won't be. That's for
just
sure.
About getting kind of loosened up. Yeah, this is something that my teachers in some of my life drawing classes, or like if you're doing still life type stuff where they set up just a bunch of junk on a table and you're supposed to draw it, they would do this at the beginning of classes just to get you loosened up and kind of.
Yeah, this is what I was telling Adam the other day. Me and you were talking backstage, Adam.
Yeah,
when we would have nude models and stuff, and we would do these little warm up type sketches, kind of cool.
I remember. Okay, I got a story. You talk about nude models. I remember one of my first life drawing classes in college that I had, and these people were like almost like volunteers, but they were getting paid to do it. And we walked in, first day of class, we had a female model. I remember seeing her. She was in, she had a robe, so she was ready to go. And we all took our seats with our drawing boards and stuff. And she took her robe off, and her first pose she did, She turned around, bent over, and grabbed her ankle. So we had just a butt shot. Butt shot. That was the first day of figure drawing class. It was just like, holy cow.
Hey, at least your subject was born in this century. We used to have this real old lady, man, that would come in. You could tell she was like an old hippie type, man. She would just walk anywhere.
Eric, you were just thinking like, oh man, this is good tuition dollars at work right here.
She was more interested in, I mean, she could be naked and be just as comfortable walking around in a grocery store. So,
all right, how you guys doing? We got about just over a minute.
Not too bad.
I'm gonna make this guy have some hairy forearms like Popeye. And I'm gonna give him a little tattoo, maybe. Here, I'll
Just a really rough sketch.
I feel like I'm playing a minute to win it.
Too bad I don't have a little clock sound. Everybody be like, ah!
You could start the Jeopardy background music.
Well, mine's not as big as I did not use my paper up well, but flex arm strong. There we go.
2, 1, that pencils down.
All right.
Okay. Stop. All right. Well, since I'm up here, I'll start with what I got here.
Okay.
So, flex arm strong. So I just did the classic guy. He's flexing. He's got a little heart. I didn't have time to write mom on there. He's got some hairy forearms. But yeah. So that was my warm up. Let's see what else we got. Who's ready? Who wants to go next?
Yeah.
All right, Rich. What we got? Oh man, you were drawing the whole shoulder and shebang, and you're
It
good.
was sketching as fast as I could.
That's good. That's
Trying to
good.
get my muscle memory back.
Yeah, that's what a lot of it is too. It's
No
like,
pun intended.
Yeah.
Looks like the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, I don't know what it was supposed to have been, Stevie, but
If that can come through.
Adam,
there you go.
You kind of did like me.
yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Stevie, what you got? Oh yeah, nice.
Oh, very
All right.
nice.
Oh, cool, Stevie.
So I got a whole list of these things too. So if you guys want a list of just random weird stuff to draw, I made a whole list.
I mean, that's the best way to keep your brain sharp on that kind of stuff, is to do these little exercises. That's the word I was looking for the other day, Adam, when we was talking. I couldn't think of exercises.
Exercises? Does that mean
Yeah,
you don't exercise?
Well, I was trying to. Me and Adam was talking about when I went through school and stuff, how they would do different things to get you warmed up, and I could not think of the word exercise.
Okay, you're just like these drawing thingies.
Yeah, little exercises. It's like, man, my brain just locks up sometimes.
When we get
Calisthenics.
there, we do this thing,
All right. So something else I wanted to do. Let me do that. Get back up here. All right. So that's a little warm up. So we'll take a little break here. And this is kind of a comic book show. So let's talk about comic books. Now, I asked you guys to bring something that was like either a comic book that the art in it, like on the cover or something, was inspiring to you, whether it was something from your past or even now. So, Stevie, did you bring a book that's inspiring to you to do artwork?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Let me make you. There we go. So,
This
Iron Man.
Iron Man 100.
Okay. What is it about the art that you like, Stevie?
Well, I like the symbolism for one thing.
Okay.
and he's kind of more like I think of him as like a Hercules pulling down the pillars. Every time I look at that image, that's what I think of.
And reminiscent of, for sure, yeah.
And then our Samson. And then the other thing is the classic armor. I like the way he has frisbees on the side on his underwear. I don't know what it's called.
His trunks.
His trunks, right? Thanks.
Iron underwear.
That's like exercise. I was having one of those moments.
Yeah. I never noticed his nipples on that before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think that's necessary. What are they going to do?
Iron nipples. That was my high school band name.
All right, Rich, what do you got? What's inspiring for you?
Well, I cheated. I brought more than just
breaking my rules. That's okay.
Breaking the rules, man. Breaking the rules.
He knew you were going to, Eric. So.
Yeah, I probably did. Yeah, I was cutting to the chase.
I gotta start out with some, my dude, the one that got me into comics and everything else. Some John Buscema. It's Conan, of course. This is number 25. This is
that's one of his first, right?
Yeah, when he first took over Conan, I correct me if I'm wrong, Eric. The first 2 issues he did the interior, but he didn't do the covers, right?
No, yeah, he didn't do the covers. I think they still had what's his face doing the covers.
I think this is like the first cover he did for Conan, which is, like I said, it's 26. I said 25. This is 26 because he took over on 24, and I'm pretty sure 24 and 25 are both still like Barry Windsor Smith covers.
Yeah.
But, and then he did the movie special, but this is the one I like the best.
On the Tree of Sorrow.
Oh, on the tree, yeah.
The souls, and then he's always my number one. Anytime if I was ever to make a list, or whenever I do make a list, he's always my number one. And then it ranges from different points in time.
Okay.
And as far as who you like and who you don't, and I remember seeing some Sam Key stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of artists I know that when I see him, I think of you because I know how much you are into that art. The artist's style is what it is, right?
Yeah, and like I said, Sam Keith, I could be pulling stuff out for days, but I just love his take on Wolverine and stuff.
Yeah.
John Kelly, I didn't pull out any John Kelly. John Kelly's pretty similar too, but as far as making any kind of a list or whatever, it would be them.
Okay.
But to start, that'd be the start. I got a few more I can show here after a while.
All right, Adam, I'm jumping to you, and I actually have something in front of me that you told me about, so I pulled it out for you. Yes.
I got the white shirt on.
So this is Adam's pick.
Yes.
Yeah. So I remember
John Byrne goodness, huh?
Yeah, I love John Byrne, and I had read some John Byrne. Like I'd picked up some X-Men issues, and actually I had a friend of mine that had the first appearance of Alpha Flight, the 120 and 121. And then they also had, was it 139 and 140 or something like that? And then they kind of jumped into their own book. And I was just amazed by, John Byrne's work and just the detail and everything that he put into it. And I think with Alpha Flight, like I got hooked on Alpha Flight hard right when that came out. And I felt like it was, I felt like the X-Men, like because they had been out a while, like I don't know, I didn't feel like I could have them be my book, So so Alpha Flight 1, when that one came out, I mean, I can't even think of how many times that I flipped through that and read it, and I can remember all the panels in it.
Always love Puck.
Yeah,
and,
Puck.
and he never got his own little series. I wish they'd have done like a little 4-part miniseries on him or something. Man. He was
Yeah,
always
and
my
all
favorite
the
Alpha Flight member.
characters, like I loved every single one of the characters. Like they were just interesting characters, and and so it was kind of funny. Like I had a yard sale and sold a bunch of my comics at one point, and nobody was buying them. Like nobody was buying my comics, and finally my cousin came over and he was like, "All right, I'll buy all your comics from you so you can have some money," because I think I wanted a video game or something like that. So so I ended up, but the one book I took, I was like, I don't want you to take this one. Was that one, the Alpha Flight 1? So yeah, Alpha Flight 1 and the first comic that I got, which was Avengers 221, both of those books, like I was like, I want to keep those. And then I kind of got out of comics for almost like a year, and then I realized like I got the first couple issues of Alpha Flight before I stopped, and then one of the first things I did when I kind of got back into it was get one of those ads from like East Coast Comics, I think it was, where you could write down what comics that you were hoping to get and send a money order. Like I had to go to 7-Eleven and get a money order to mail off, and then you're just hoping that you get the books that you get, right?
Yeah.
But I had to catch up on all the Alpha Flight that I missed, and I was that was like the first ones like that I ordered were Alpha Flight comics. So.
Okay. Yeah,
cool,
I always
man.
liked them too. I liked them because they were like the alternative to the X-Men.
Yeah, me too. I liked them too.
And okay, so yeah, Rich, I broke rules too. I wasn't going to, but so when I thought of comic books that inspired me, one of the first ones that I thought of, let me do this, there we go, was this one, also Alpha Flight, but this is the first cover that Jim Lee did. And Jim Lee was one of my favorite artists for years and years and years, and he still is. I love his style of pen and ink, the way he does cross-hatching and stuff like that. But yeah, this was a big one for me, was this Wolverine jumping out of Box, which I love Box in Alpha Flight. I thought he was really cool. And yeah, I wish I knew what happened to him. I mean, they tried to bring him, Madison Jeffries, back in the current comics, but they did him dirty. So I was like, I kind of was like, man, that stinks. And then to go along with some of your stuff, Rich, this one was a big book for me. Wolverine #1, that was by John Buscema. So yeah, when I got this, I didn't know how great an artist he was at that time. I was getting it because of the way he was doing Wolverine. So that was a big one for me. But I have to say, I think this one book that I did pick for my inspirational book for tonight was one of the early books I bought when I first started collecting. Was this one, X-Men Heroes for Hope. And his Art Adams art on here that just blew me away. The way he drew the X-Men, I have to say that because of Art Adams, I'm an X-Men fan. I like the way that he made them. He made them very different from one another, that they didn't have the same body type. You know, Colossus was always that big behemoth, and, you know, he always made Wolverine that short little, you know, runt guy that he's supposed to be. So
right. Yeah.
So yeah, he was an artist that for many years I followed his stuff and got everything that he did too. And he had that particular style that if you saw his art on a cover, you knew who it was right away. It stood out. So yeah, this is my inspirational book. So
very much so.
And Long Shot was so cool too. Like when Long Shot came out, it was like, oh, that was
another guy
cool.
that they've done dirty in the modern comics.
Yeah.
Can I show one quick picture?
Yeah. What do you got, Steve?
This is Sal Buscema, and this is from Avengers Defenders War, where they were being manipulated, but Thor and the Hulk are in this deathlock for hours, and Captain America and the Submariner figured out that they were being manipulated, so they came back and they stopped that battle, and then they saved the day later on. But that was a cool picture.
I don't think Sal gets enough credit. I think he gets overshadowed by his brother quite a bit.
Yeah, he developed his own little style as he went on.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah.
All right. Well, that was our inspirational books. Hopefully, you guys that are artists out there, and I like to hear from you guys. What is something that's inspirational to you? What is a book that the art just spoke to you that you didn't care about the story? Maybe you wanted a visual story. That's the thing that drew me into comics is the visual story. So.
Yep, the art. Yep.
All right. Well, why don't we jump into drawing tonight, which this is the main part of the show I wanted to do, where we sit and we work on something. Now, whether we finish or not, whatever. It's just a way to just kind of sit, relax, unwind, do a drawing. I know Adam's working on our little monthly challenge thing that we're doing. And I'm probably doing the same thing too, but I'm jumping to a subject a little further down. So yeah, this is one of those open. Do whatever you guys want to draw, and just have fun. So I need to bring up my desktop again, and
hey, Thomas,
show you guys.
Hey, Thomas,
stuff. So I might have to. I think I need more. I probably got enough light, but I got my little drawing pad. This is what I've been using, Adam. My goal is to kind of fill this up with our little challenges we're doing.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm doing something similar. I got this.
Yeah, this is just a little. What is this? It's like 5.5 by 8.5 little notebook spiral, and it's watercolor paper because I figured I like watercolor. So like this first one, I did watercolor. This one I tried to, but I smeared it a little bit.
See, inking's where I struggle, Eric, when I draw stuff and then go back through to ink it, because that's really what brings it out,
This was something. This is something I did like
Crow
last year. I was trying to do something kind of cool, so I did like a little Sandman. And I don't know if you can tell.
Sandman. I'm sorry.
Let me pull you on the big screen.
Yeah. And I was trying to do like I took pencil and
you got a handful of pubes
and then rubbed it in to make it kind of. What'd you say, Rich?
Does he have a handful of pubes?
I don't know if I want to. That's why you want to say that.
Mr. Sandman,
give me your pubes. Yeah.
No, but
I different like colors, anything will do.
Blowing sand.
He's getting ready to blow some angel dust in your face.
Yeah, okay, that's what it is. Okay.
Or pubes.
I
did like a little spider
that's cool.
made out of spiders.
Oh, okay.
That's real cool. Yeah, I like that, man.
Just
kind
of
a little space tattoo.
I was trying to do like this was one like last year I was trying to do an Inktober type thing and I took like the first one I think was Dream, I think was the first one and the second one was Spider, so I was like I'll do that. And then the third one was like I think it was like Trek or something like that, so I did like this detailed kind of walk through the forest kind of thing. So yeah, cool. but I think what's really cool, Eric, is to have like you to do this with, because we kind of push each other. And, I only got through like 3 days before, so
you're like, hey, I suck. I already struggling. Well, no, I mean it's supposed to be fun, right? I was telling my wife earlier, I said this is kind of supposed to be a fun thing, relaxing thing, and not feel like, oh my god, I got to get a drawing done today type of thing.
Yeah, and I mean most of the stuff that I've been doing, I've just been like cranking out like 5-10 minutes or something like that, because I haven't had. I'm also trying to work on some other stuff, and so because of that, like. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to limit myself to just a little bit of time with that. Yeah.
Stuff like this that you send to everybody.
Yeah, I'm working on one right now. So, and I'm also like I did a rough layout for remember the Martin Mazzaro, the the ice cream man.
Yeah.
So I have that roughed out. I'm ready to go. I just when
funny.
FOMO gets back together, we'll figure that out.
All right. So I got my sketch. I pre-drew my pencils in my sketch. I like using mechanical pencils, or even I have these art pencils that I like using. I know I've showed these off before. I've had these probably for 30 years. But it's this brand that you can get at Michael's or any art type store or online. But they come, it's just a graphic pencil set that comes in different,
I think you're missing a few.
A 9 hard to like a 9B, which is just the softness of the lead in it. So as you can see, none of them are in there.
So you might want to take it back to Michael's. I think it's empty.
I got them. They're scattered throughout the house. I think I got about 4 here. And I found this cool thing at Michael's that you can store all your pencils and pens in, and then you just roll it up. So you can take it on the go.
That's
with
nice.
You know, instead of having, because I used to use like your old pencil boxes, but sometimes those things bounce around in there and you get the shavings and the lead all over. But yeah, I got all my ink pens in here and stuff, and I can fit my eraser in there. And I like using this one. I started using this like a mechanical eraser, which, works just like a mechanical pencil. This is the name brand here. I think I just found this on Amazon.
I use these Faber-Castell or whatever. These like gum eraser things.
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of those somewhere too. All right, so yeah, I kind of pre-did my sketch, and this is, I think this was Swamp Monsters, what the category Adam was. So
okay.
So I'm taking inspiration. I dug out some Swamp Monster inspiration. Who else but Swamp Thing? I mean, I could have done Man Thing, I guess, but I've always been partial to Swamp Thing. So I gotta show us some more comics. I wasn't real sure how exactly he looked, so that's why I.
That's cool. I've never seen that one.
This was one of the more modern. I think this is the new 52 era. I don't even remember seeing this run. I mean, this is number 40, so it must have went for quite a while. But yeah, those are going to be my little references for this right here. Try to keep eye on the chat. So we got, looks like Chanko is joining us. What's up, Chanko? Glad you made it,
buddy.
Hey, can I give Chanko a shout out about something?
Yeah, give him a shout out.
Well, he sent me an AOK, and one of the things in it was how to draw comics the Marvel way.
Oh man, Stevey, that's a good book. I've had mine since the
Great
80s. It's a great book.
Yeah, it's
Very
a really
cool.
good book.
And what's funny also is Adam was looking in his closet like the day before or a couple of days before to get one for me. So both of them guys were hooking me up,
Yeah, because I have a hardcover and a soft cover of it.
And I just like, it's like a comic book, and you just stare at the pictures, and there's a lot of good advice. Like, there is no Marvel way to draw comic books. It's just, they're just suggestions. And they say use your own creativity. That's in the book itself,
Right.
So that's my 2 bits right there.
I think that was co-written by Ramita Sr. and Stan Lee, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And there's lots of books like that out there too. You go on Amazon and do like a how-to drawing book. Holy cow, there's so many out there. There's a lot of manga and anime out there because that's kind of the hot thing for kids to draw and get them into drawing. But there's a lot of basic comic book stuff too, and it's not expensive.
I just signed up for back, I think it was in December, and I signed up for it. It's kind of a series of books that they're putting out all at once, and it's basically how to make a comic, but it's got like a volume that's penciling, inking, lettering, coloring.
Oh, okay.
Storytelling. Cool. I think it's like 5 different volumes of it, and they got different creators in the industry to kind of
contribute,
put it all together. It was pretty cheap, but I think I should get it by Christmas this year, I think is the goal. But yeah, I'm excited about that.
That sounds.
But that was one of those things like. And I know Rich is doing the same thing. Like we both backed Daniel Warren Johnson's Kickstarter.
Oh yeah,
and he's got a little side book about the tools that he uses and stuff like that he's drawn.
I can't wait for that, man.
And just like picking up an art book, from somebody is just kind of a cool thing to do, because you can kind of get some inspiration and see what they're into and how they approach their process and all that kind of stuff. So I always eat that stuff up.
Yeah, it's always so badass, man. I can't wait for that stuff. Like the other day, I backed Jim Mayfood. He's got something.
Yeah.
The Arachnid Enforcer.
Yeah.
So I backed him and got the bigger package. I went ahead and kind of splurged, you could say, I guess, but
well, especially for something that's limited like that, you kind of want to, right? Because you may never see it again.
Right. Yeah, he's another guy, man, that I've grown fond of.
Thank you, Christina.
Hey, Christina.
Oh, thanks. Hey,
dropping links.
Sweetheart.
Dropping links.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you. Too.
Dropping more links than an accident in the meat department of a grocery store.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, we should get an art book pretty soon out there, Adam, in 2 weeks, I think?
Yeah, that should be exciting. I think the Kickstarter just closed. This is for Brian LCS did the what's it called? Damsels in Distress or something like that.
I can look it up.
Maybe the Damsels of Halloween or
Damsels of Halloween. That's right. Yep. We got all of us but Rich. We can't get Rich in there, but
yeah,
he was too shell shocked from figure drawing class still.
Yeah. Every time he's imagining something, it's a naked grandma.
like the golden oldie,
the golden oldie, yeah.
Golden oldie.
Yeah.
Aunt May is Blackness's Herald.
Yeah, the Herald. I'd look for that book. If I ever find it, I'm going to smash that book.
I recently just found it in the dollar bin. I was shocked. They had a big run of the What Ifs, and that was in there. So
it's a fun story.
All right, so I am starting with just laying down my line work. I like to just do a kind of a basic line here, and I'll come back and thicken it up later. I need to switch my ink pens right now. I usually use these, what are these?
Microns?
Microns, yeah, but they don't work well with watercolor paper. I think it's because it's too, it's not smooth.
Texture.
Yeah, it's too much texture.
Yeah.
So
Does it absorb it too much or something?
it just doesn't flow well on it. So I'm using tonight this Fiber Castle. I actually stole this from my wife, or I should say she loaned them to me to use, and they flow a little bit better on here. The problem is I think some of these markers, they're not permanent. So a couple times I've tried to use watercolors or something like that, they've started to smear. Whereas the microns usually are permanent. So once you use them, you're good. So yeah, I think I need to go shopping for some new ink pens coming up here, because yeah, my microns are just they're old, they're getting dried out. So I just, I think I need to upgrade. But yeah, after I do this, I'll come back in with a little thicker marker or something. I have this one here that's like almost like a paintbrush, which is kind of cool.
Oh yeah, the that yeah.
I printed off a bunch of these to
Hold on there, Rich. I'm gonna make you big.
just real quick. This is John Buscema, but his Hawk. I always loved his version of Hawk.
Yeah.
And
Look at that line work and the shading. I love that.
yeah, so it's a good practice for my inking. I've been using those as practice, trying to ink them in and stuff, just to get a feel for it. Because, like I said, I've never been.
There's a lot of stuff like that you can get that's like pencil work, and you just practice on it out there, which is kind of cool. And it can be by the big names.
Yeah, a lot of that is. I tend to struggle. I always have. I don't know why.
Well, it's a skill. It's just like anything else. It's a skill that you do have to kind of get used to doing. And there is no perfect way in it, so to say, but it is still a skill that you have to have that it's like working out, right? You got to flex, right. You got to work out those muscles so it gets easier with time.
Oh, shit. Start over.
Okay, here comes some silence. Because we're
well, that's one thing.
One thing I like about. Then we all talk at the same time. That's one thing I like about drawing. It's a quiet thing,
Yeah, that's part of the relaxing part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I can get big into a zone and not pay attention to anything else that's going on in the world. So
yeah,
a good de-stressor, as you said before, Eric.
It is. Yeah, you can shut off all the world. I found that I've been drawing a lot more because of inspiration and just motivation. People kind of motivating you on. But just sometimes life gets very stressful, especially we're getting close to the holiday season where it gets really stressful for a lot of people. And it's a good way to let off steam is to just kind of do stuff like this, even if it's just stick figures. It's still, you're still creating and you're still kind of, it's that therapeutic part of it.
Right.
One thing that would be cool is if anybody that's in the chat just pick up something and draw along with us.
Yeah, this is. Knocked my head on my camera there. I was hoping people.
Christina just put up about a couple different things about Comics Curing Cancer. Is happening towards the end of the month on the 24th through 26th.
Oh yeah.
Should be a lot of good artwork and stuff in there. A lot of Christina's hearts got done by different people, and I think they're still accepting donations, especially for comics. They're trying to get some comics, so definitely look for that. And we got CBC awards last week.
I just did mine today. I finally said, okay, I gotta get this done because I didn't want to miss it.
Yeah. I actually just voted myself last week.
You voted for yourself?
Voted for myself, yeah. Not even on the list, and I voted for myself. It was a write-in ballot.
It's a write-in ballot.
But
well, that should be fun, and we got I guess Nate and Hagen are doing the emceeing or whatever that is.
Yeah, hosting. Yeah, it should be good. I didn't go to that 50 cents thing today. I started to go do that.
Oh yeah.
I went and visited my dad, and then I left there, went to the grocery, and I was like, I just didn't feel like
yeah, you lose that motivation of That sometimes what gets me is my conscience. Yeah, I just bought a bunch. Do I really need more?
Right. That was my main thing, Eric. That's why I was like, yeah, I think I got enough for the week.
For the week, yeah.
Yeah, for the week.
Came in and say, great job on drawing Hulk, Rich.
I wished.
Yeah. Is Sal still alive, or did Sal die too?
He was the younger brother, I know.
Yeah, I think he passed away back in the 90s. I could be mistaken. I'm sure. Let's see here real quick. I'll show you.
You know,
Yeah, but I'm next weekend. There's Baltimore Comic-Con is going on, and I'm very tempted to try to go.
well,
Are you after any specific? I know you're working on your Marvel team up, but anything else you're looking for? Or?
I mean, mostly it's kind of funny. Mostly when I go to cons, it's to get original art.
I came in and thanks for popping in. He's checking out. He's just saying bye to everybody.
Okay.
Hey, see you, came in, buddy.
Yeah, take care, bud.
Glad you came out.
It can be overwhelming, Adam. Actually, I think if you're looking for a comic, I kind of lock up. I'm like, man, I don't know where to begin looking sometimes.
Yeah, and, I feel like I'm usually not after a lot of huge books, so
yeah,
I feel like a lot of the stuff I can find mostly, but I tend to I do usually budget some like a portion for back issues and that type of thing, but the big thing I try to do is I go in a bit for signatures typically.
Yeah.
But I've also met a lot of people over the years that I don't need to keep getting different stuff signed by them,
Yeah.
So, so a lot for me is, getting like sketches or different things like that to try to get from different people. And so that ends up being the most expensive thing for me is like trying to coordinate getting a bunch of sketches.
Yeah, I looked it up. He's still alive. He's 89 years old.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
I was thinking he was still alive. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Get him on your show, Rich.
Yeah.
Ask him.
Get him on there and let him geek out about something.
Yeah.
You get him on and just ask him questions about his brother.
Yeah. Just tell me about your brother. We don't care about you.
Yeah.
No, I mean Sal did some great work on many.
Oh man, yeah.
Years.
You can always tell too, because like I said, it's one of those things when you come across this stuff, it's like, especially his earlier work, it's like that looks like John, but it's a little bit, just a slight bit different. Then you open up and it's Sal. That's what gets me not aggravated, but just perturbed about what's it called? E-Collector. They all the time mess up and say, "Oh, this is John Buscema," and then you look inside and it's like, no, it's Sal.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it was a Buscema, but not the right one. I don't know how many books I've bought like that. They end up being Sal, not John.
Well, he did a lot of inking in the beginning of his career too.
Yeah.
Inking.
But like you were talking about Art Adams, like he's at Baltimore.
Okay. He's been doing a lot of cons this past year.
Yeah. Kari Andrews is there.
Yeah, I rode an elevator with Art
Oh, awesome.
as he was checking in. I think I told that story before where he was checking in at Heroes Con, and I hear him saying Arthur Adams, Arthur Adams, and I'm like, Arthur Adams. I look over and I'm looking back at my cousin going, hey. Trying to get my cousin's attention. Then he ends up riding the elevator up to at the same time. It was great.
But there's a good pull up the list, because I mean they did a better job than I think normal for people that they got. So they have so they're and one of the things, like I'm working on, like I have a jam piece that I have that's a whole bunch of different I have two that I'm working on that are Fantastic Four. I have like members, people that have been members of the team.
Okay.
And then also their best villains. And so I kind of want, like, Walt Simonson's going to be there.
Oh,
and I kind of
cool.
want Walt Simonson to do a she thing for me.
Okay.
Since he drew some of that when was it Sharon Ventura was the she thing, Miss Marvel at the time, and then there's also Brian Stelfreeze will be there, and I kind of want to get something from him because I really like the way he draws Luke Cage. He draws him with like this big huge afro, and I was like, man, I really want a big huge afro Luke Cage. Yeah, but there's and some people that I've kind of gotten to know that are there, so I kind of want to, meet, talk with them and hang out with them a little bit. So, but like Rose Besh is there, Mark Buckingham, Jim Chung, Cliff Chang, Frank Cho, Chris Claremont's there, Becky Cloonan, Dennis Cowan's going to be there, Jeff DeCall, who I love. Garth Ennis, David Finch.
Oh yeah.
Ron Garney.
Dennis Cowan was another one, man. He was real nice.
Yeah, I have not met him before. Mike Grell.
He canceled that Heroes. I was so disappointed.
Did he? Yeah.
Yep.
Jeremy Hahn. They just added him. He's kind of a little bit of a buddy for me. There's Philip Kennedy Johnson, J.G. Jones, Tom King, Jay Lee, Jeff Loeb, Tula Lote, Alex Maleev, Ron Mars, Al Milgrom will be there, Kevin Nolan, Koi Pham, Tom Rainey, Asad Revich.
And this is all Baltimore?
All Baltimore. Jim Rugg, Stan Sakai for Usagi Yojimbo.
Oh, my. That's the wrong one.
Yeah. Declan Shalvey, Jeff Smith, who did Bone, Joe Staten, Zoe Thorogood, if she shows up. We'll see. Brian K. Vaughn will be there. Mark Wade. Yeah, I mean, it's a huge list. So, and even if I can just go for a day,
right?
But it's kind of funny. I bought a hotel like for up here, and I'm trying to book some work so that I can, get my free hotel and and then be able to go. So I'm trying to get all that squared away.
Well, hell yeah, man. Definitely take advantage of it.
Yeah.
If you can, that's for sure. You're already going to be there for something. So,
yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing Baltimore. I hear a lot of good things about it. And
I mean, it was kind of the first like bigger con that I went to. But then going to Heroes, I'm kind of like, ooh, Heroes is where it's at.
Yeah.
So I got C2E2 that's local for me.
I would love to go to that sometime.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind hitting that one myself.
How far is that for you, Rich?
What is it?
Like 5 hours, Rich?
Yeah, it's like between 5 and 6 hours. It's not real bad. Shorter distance than Heroes Con, so
Yeah,
you're
that's
just basically going straight west and then north to Chicago. So
yeah. Last time
I was talking to Mike from Lunch Money when I got to meet him up there, and he was telling me, like, he's like, you got to come up here to Terrificon, like, let's figure this out. So maybe I'll try that next year.
I switched up markers. I'm using my paintbrush one now, so I can get these big blotch areas shaded in quicker. I have that bad habit of using a pen that's too small, and it takes me forever. Can you just get in that groove?
Yeah.
Do you ever notice that when you're trying to draw a real clean line, it's better to draw towards your body than away from your body?
Yeah, there's more control there. That's kind of why that is. And it's just just like any other drawing muscle. It's a muscle to get that confidence to go when you're going away from you, to maintain that line. I do a lot of twisting too, probably because I am more comfortable going towards me.
Right. I'm really going to try to see if I can find something local here that for some like refresher course classes or something that I can take. Do
you have a community college kind of by you, Rich?
Yeah, there's a Sinclair Community College,
Still have
downtown
stuff
Dayton.
like that. Yeah, that are in park districts too.
They have a Miami University of Oxford, but they have like a little satellite school in Middletown, which is real close to me too. So I need to see if they offer any kind of classes, or even different community centers will do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Times. So definitely worth checking out and seeing. And
I like this brush. I can get areas really filled quick.
Oh, that's looking great, Eric.
Thank you.
I like that. I love
looking really cool.
love the mouth area. That's awesome.
Yeah, when I was looking at the pictures, I'm like, okay, Swamp Thing is basically just a vegetation zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch where I'm putting my hands and make sure this ink is dry. It's like I got my extra backing board here. I can put it down so I'm not getting all gunked up on my drawing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you guys decided to come on with me and do this. This is something new for the channel. I thought it'd be fun to show off some art to the community. And then if you guys are watching late, feel free to make comments in the comments below if you have questions or suggestions, or hey, my favorite comic book inspired me art-wise. Please do.
Yeah, what in the comments? What's some of your guys's your favorite covers? Due to art, it's art, but the old school stuff's here.
Yeah, I just noticed he popped in. Thanks for jumping in.
Yeah, I know this kind of show. It's could be like considered boring to some people, but
yeah, I tried to come up with some ideas for fun stuff for us too.
Right. and that's great. It's like you said, try not to have our heads pointing down all the time or something, but sometimes it's just how
Well, it's like some of it. What I was thinking about is like you watch any kind of tabletop gaming videos and stuff. They always do table down. They do a lot of painting type stuff, and this is what it is just looking down on what they're looking at. So I had to kind of go from that approach.
Yeah, maybe 10 years from now, I'll finally have my nerd cave done, and I can move in there and be able to set up a camera and do camera down. But it's basically getting my confidence back in drawing, where I just have taken such pauses throughout my life and stuff.
That's life, though, too.
Yeah, it is, and I'm I don't know if it's, ADHD, whatever you would want to call it, but a lot of times my attention span, I end up losing interest in something, and then I don't go back to it or something. So, but yeah.
Well, yeah, you get a lot of times people get comfortable in what they know too.
Yeah.
But this is good, man. I'm glad. Thanks for having me on, Eric.
Yeah.
I'm having a great time just drawing and listening to you guys,
Yeah, we don't get to do this.
Well, Stevie,
well, that's not true, because a lot of times I'll turn on YouTube and listen to you guys while I'm drawing.
I know, Stevie. I got a face for radio, so
we'll have to put secret messages into our videos for you then.
Yeah, make sure and then test you, see if you really were listening.
Yeah,
and paying attention.
Oh no.
Nah, Stevie, I do the same thing at work, man. I treat them like podcasts. If I'm running a piece of equipment or something along those lines or something, or just whatever, I can put my earphones in and go about my day, and you can make it a little tricky if people show off books.
Yeah, I do it when I'm like driving into work and stuff. I have about half an hour commute in, and so yeah.
It don't look right.
I'm sure it's dry.
That, and I'm trying not to think too much about being on camera, even though you can't technically watch me draw. I'm still on camera drawing, so it makes me.
It's very vulnerable. That's like my wife said. This is a very vulnerable thing to do. That we're putting ourselves out to the world, and I'm doing a drawing, and somebody could not like it and be like, "Oh, that sucks, you hack."
Right.
You're not helping Rich at all. he's like, I'm worried about this, and you're like, you're putting yourself out in the world. There's going to get 5 million views.
But you're doing it. You're doing it though, still. So yeah, it can be very vulnerable. So it's very brave to even do it.
See, music is a perishable art unless you record. And art is a permanent thing, because there's always something left over, unless you're doing something like an ice sculpture or a sand castle kind of thing. But every time a musician just goes up on stage and starts to play, that's at one time. One time I was at a concert, and the audience kept calling out to do a song, and none of the people in the band. Who's the guy that sings, the leader of the band?
Vocalist, yeah.
That was the band. Well, anyway.
Of the band. Group, the band.
My
Robbie
father.
Robertson?
What?
Robbie Robertson?
No, it wasn't him performing it. Well, anyway, they called a tune nobody knew. The level of musicianship was so high they played, and it sounded just as good as any of the rehearsed pieces that they had done previously.
Wow.
Oh,
That reminded me of something, man. Drawing a blank.
What books are you guys looking forward to that's going to be coming out?
Oh man, I can't remember. I think it's a light week for me.
I got a bunch of the. Is this the week that has the Mark Spears blind bags?
Oh, is it this week or is it next week?
Oh, let me look at my Comic Hub. my store uses Comic Hub, and you can see all the stuff that's that you've ordered for the week. Let's see, because it's the 8th. Yep. So it's the DCKO is coming out.
Yeah.
I did a blind bag on that one. I was like, I'll try it out.
Yeah.
I'm being stupid about those, but Absolute Batman with Catwoman with her big visor. I got Everything Dead and Dying coming out.
Oh yeah.
But I got a little stack. Maybe I think I got like 5 that I ordered of the Mark Spears blind bags. So stupid.
There's supposed to be like what, over 100 variants for that or something like that.
Yeah, he's got a bunch. Yeah, and I'm just like, if I'm hoping I get something cool. So, and then there's Marvel Knights Punisher.
Oh yeah, it's like they had to go and start another universe.
Yeah, and then I have a Super Creep Show special. What is that? It's just a Creep Show special, but they're doing the cover like the Dark Knight Returns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I got it up on screen, Eric, if you want to.
Okay.
I watched your video today where you were like the crypt keeper. Oh, I was laughing my butt off while you were doing that.
I like doing voices, and I don't know. I don't know what was going on in my head.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, Adam. I like that too.
Yeah, that was one of those things. Like, I'd ordered that thing back in March. I totally had forgotten about it. Totally.
Wow.
I was like, "What in the world did I get?" Because I got a notice like, "Hey, your order is being shipped," and I'm like, maybe this is a mistake, like. So I was like, I know I haven't ordered anything recently, and it was a shop like I've never bought anything from there before. So, and then when it came in, I was like, oh, I bet this is the ornament. But I went back to the website. So they did ornaments, like Christmas tree ornaments for Uncle Creepy and Cousin Eerie. And so they have those there, and they're like little ornaments, little busts of them. But that wasn't what it was. So, but I like the little statue, and I think this is the first one they've done because I didn't see any of the other ones being available. So, but I hope they keep it up because I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I can't get that lined up right.
And there's a Conan coming out, Rich, with Roberto De La Torre that we like.
Yeah.
He's at least doing I think he's just doing the cover, but I just love his stuff.
Yeah, I do too, man. He is.
Had a mini-series start last week that I picked up.
Yeah, the Scourge of the Serpent.
Yeah. That I completely forgot about. They previewed in Free Comic Book Day. I was like, oh yeah, I found the Free Comic Book Day preview. All right, I gotta do some erasing because my pencil work I can't see what I want to make sure it's dry though too. Now, since I'm pausing, I want to see what everybody has. Rich, what do you got? Throw it up. I want to see.
Throw
throw up what you got. I want to see what you're working on.
All right. I'm using invisible ink.
That's a great Invisible Man. Is that the Invisible Man making love to the Invisible Woman?
Okay, I see a mask, and it looks like something out of something killing the children. Remember those variant covers? Oh, okay.
Oh, Bullseye. Nice. Oh, I love David Finch sig.
Yeah.
Bullseye. That's cool.
It was from Heroes Con.
That's cool.
So I need visual aid. That's the thing.
I got my swamp things next to me too.
Yeah. I gotta have visual aid, or I can't even begin to.
I mean, just like anything, it always a practice.
Yeah, it always amazes me, because me getting some original art stuff sometimes, and you're like, you go up to a creator and you're like, hey, can you draw me a whatever? And they're just like, oh yeah, and they just sit there. They don't even look at a picture.
Yeah.
And they just knock something out, and it's not like a character that they're overly familiar with. Like David Mack, I asked, he did a Mole Man for me, and he's like, I think I know who Mole Man is. Is he that guy that has his like weird glasses? And I was like, yeah. He's like, oh yeah, I can do that. And so then he just did it, and I was like,
he just did it.
Yeah,
that's awesome. See, I've always been envious of people that can just whip shit out of their head.
Yeah, and I mean, it was like spot on too. It's like, and I'm sure David Mack is not asked to draw Mole Man very often.
I can do like made up cartoon characters that way or something if I'm just making them like cartoonish or a caricature of somebody. But
all right, you want me to show mine?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet,
okay,
man.
Yeah. Okay, the bride.
Yeah. Today's thing is the bride. So
she's who I'm skipping today.
Yeah.
Look at that, man. That's great.
That's cool.
I probably should do that challenge with you guys.
You can jump in anytime, they said just the other day, Rich. Stevey, I think you should too.
Okay.
Because I mean, you've already done some.
I know, you just put the tag on.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Stevie's got his up. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that Billy Jack?
I don't know.
That looks like Billy Jack. I was thinking, what a 70s reference.
Yeah, man.
Billy Jack.
Billy Jack.
No, yeah.
I love that movie when I was a kid, man.
His hat was real flat, Yeah,
he had a real flat round bill.
Yeah.
For all you young kids out there who don't know who Billy Jack is.
All right, well, here's what I got so far.
That looks great. I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome, Eric.
So now I'm going to start doing like the detail type of stuff. And try not to go too far. I always have that bad habit of going way too far into my detail line work, and then it gets kind of muddy.
Yeah, I mean, that looks great as it is right now.
Yeah, it looks cool. Yeah, it's very, 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 very nice.
Thank you.
So, Eric, you went to that evening at Heroes Con where all the people that could draw were drawing on coasters or something.
Yeah. It was drink and draw, and
Drink and draw.
Fun. I got some cool art from there. Yeah, Rich has got one of mine. I just gave it to Rich. I didn't even put it on the table.
Yeah. I didn't have to buy it. Loved it. Thank you, Eric.
Year before,
How many people were in the audience doing that?
Well, it was a big ballroom and they had tables, so it was pretty packed. It was hard to walk around.
Wow.
And they didn't really have any seats because you had to. I'll know next time if I go to it like next year, I'm gonna go like 40 minutes early. So I strolled in like 10 till 8, and all the tables were taken. And
yeah, and I mean,
after being on the floor all day, man, running around, I was like, I can't stand here anymore. My back was killing me.
Oh, I don't know how Brandon waited in that line to see Keanu Reeves with
He almost didn't. He was dead afterwards.
That would have been murder. I would have had you. I would have had to have my seat cane.
Yeah. Well, I've usually like when I've gone to drink and draw. The last couple of years, there's a few artists that are usually at Heroes that I usually sit with, you know, or I save a seat for them or something like that. And so it's kind of cool to see some of them get in there and and draw, and then you can just watch them.
Yeah.
But you know, it's really anybody can walk up in there and do stuff. But yeah, I almost got in a fight with a woman a few years ago because she kept like boxing out at the tables and like just saying, I'm taking this and this and this and this and this.
Oh, at the where you buy. Okay, I know what you're saying.
Where you buy stuff, and it's just like, come on, let somebody else do it.
Yeah.
That just kind of ruins fun for everybody then.
Yeah.
It's like going to the casino, and I don't do it very often, but people will tilt their chair up on a machine because they're going to get more money or something.
They don't want to leave that machine, yeah.
And it's like that.
I'm the bastard, Stevey, that would go over and sit in it and start playing on that machine.
What? I got a there's 4 quarters in my dollar too, you know.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Where did you guys get that list of daily creature thing?
I'll shoot it to you.
Yeah, it's an IG type of thing. Was it Monster Universe or
Monsterverse?
Yeah, I was wondering how you guys come across that.
And there's this time of the year, there's a lot of them. There's one for just Scooby Doo. If you like Scooby Doo, you can draw just Scooby Doo topic stuff.
Yeah, there's I just shot it to you, Rich. There's the official thing that I had originally looked up was Inktober. Inktober is kind of the start of it all, and they have they have guidelines and everything, and they want people to do it. One thing, but there's also some artists that I've always kind of followed, and they do their own thing, and they sometimes they take suggestions and stuff like that. Like Kyle Hotz is one. Francesco Francavilla, he said he's doing all Universal Monsters, I think, this year.
Yeah,
cool subject.
And so he's and he does something where he does these 31 sketches per the month, and then he usually puts them into a book, like a little sketchbook. And that's what I've seen some artists do, is that they put on a little sketchbook, and then it's work that they're doing to complete something, you know.
What the art teacher at the high school I worked at, he would go to these printing companies and buy blank books that they would print novels in, you know, little hardback books, and he'd draw those. He just had boxes of them. He's an excellent artist. See, that's another thing I should have talked about is I worked at a performing arts high school for 21 years, so I was surrounded by artwork every day, you know, and I'm sure that had a
inspiration for you, yeah.
Yeah, and another thing is, in December, I watched this doctor, and he was talking about learn a new skill in your 60s because it builds new neural pathways in your brain, and it could help you possibly not develop Alzheimer's or dementia and stuff like that. And so that's why I draw every day is, you know, I want to have my wits about me as I get older.
Heck yeah. You want to keep what you got, that's for sure, right?
Well, I hope they invent a shark box, you know.
Another guy I follow that I've gotten to know a little bit, Jeremy Hahn. I've talked about him before. He's doing he does horror stuff he does like 31 days. He's doing like a Count Orlok from Nosferatu was one of his first ones that I'm putting up here.
I'm gonna switch you. There we go. Okay, that's cool. Very contrast. I like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he's got the Terrifier clown.
Oh, that yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
No.
and so at the end of the month, he'll. This is kind of cool. He did a little Psycho. I like the curtain. That's kind of a neat idea.
Yeah.
But at the end of the month, he'll sell them all.
Okay.
He puts them all up for sale. I bought 2 from him before. I have a Pennywise and a Crypt Keeper. But he's the one that did that. He just put out that murder podcast book.
Okay. Yeah, I got that little ash can and I forgot to grab the regular issue, the full issue, and then they sold out. I'm like, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll find it again somewhere. So mad at myself though for that one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like people watching or listening or that have listened to a murder podcast and they just start blurting out like the audio book, like the podcast. So like blurting out the murder podcast. And when they do that, they kill people.
That reminds me of
so as they're killing, they're like, you know, telling a story.
King story where the cell, where they got some kind of transmission and it turned them into like mindless zombies.
Into zombies, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool. This might be. Yeah, I think I'm done with my bride. I might move on to something else.
Okay, let me see.
Well, I mean, I kind of did that mostly, just do a little more shading on it and stuff.
Okay.
But kind of like keeping it simple on there.
Yeah.
That's really cool, buddy.
That's great, man.
So yeah, Swamp Monster Stay. Oh, the Invisible Man is the day after, Rich. So you already got that one.
Yeah, you got that one.
Yeah. Good start.
I told my wife for that one I was just going to draw a pair of glasses and a cigarette stick, you know.
Oh, cool. That would look good. Yeah.
And that was it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm messing with waves right now, trying to fill space basically too. I got a lot of dead space I don't like here.
I love to draw waves and I love to draw hair because it's hard to mess up hair. Because, you know, when you look at people, everybody's got a look.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to be the same. I think that's why Rob Liefeld gets so much flack, because everybody looks like they're wearing a blonde wig. Back in the day.
I went to a shop today and they had some signed books, and they had a little section of signed Rob Liefeld. And it was just, I mean, I don't know. I thought they were asking way too much for it, because it was like Captain America 1,
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
for $80.
Whoa.
And I'm like, yeah, I don't know anybody that's paying that. But we had a guy in the shop the other day. He just wanted Rob Liefeld something. That's what he wanted.
I mean, I like this stuff. Like I said, I always like that '90s goofball stuff. It was so eye catching at the time, and some guys get flack for what they've done, but Rob's problem is he don't know when to keep his mouth shut about certain things or something.
Yeah.
Get him in hot water with other people or something. But I'll always respect his artwork as far as, you can't draw feet. I mean, I can't draw feet either, so I'd have been doing the same thing. I'd have been hiding them behind everything I could have hit them behind. Or just I'd have drew one of the first amputee heroes just so I didn't have to draw feet.
Okay, I think I'm going to have to give up on this water eventually. I'm starting to feel like I'm overworking it. Not one of my stronger points is drawing water.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's just so organic and fluid, and it's like to get it to look like water, and
it's hard to get perspective into
Yeah.
it.
All right, so there's that. Now, I think I gave my wife back her markers.
Here's your markers that I've used all up. Yeah.
Yeah. Something happened to them. They're all dry. They don't have any ink left in them.
I say she uses a brand name called Copics.
Oh yeah, copy. Those are there's some expensive markers.
Yeah. It's like
I've had a few of them, and I've actually had some of them that I've gotten that have dried up quicker than anything else.
Really? Wow. Yeah, it seemed pretty cool because
They go
like you
cheap.
blend with them.
Yeah, they are good. They are good blenders.
I am just going to use the two that I got here. My Fiber Castle ones that I got in the set that was for drawing manga. These will be enough for what I want. I'm just trying to do a little bit of shading to help define some of the areas a little bit.
Anybody got any parties they're going to go to for Halloween?
No.
We have
Go ahead, Stevie.
a pumpkin carving with the grandkids. We get them together and carve up three or four pumpkins, and we roast pumpkin seeds. That's what we do.
That's
So
cool.
we do that before Halloween usually. That's
I
how a
used to-
66-year-old people party. You know?
I used to really get into it when I was, younger. Let me, hang on a second. Let me go grab something real quick.
Yeah, I have friends that sometimes do a party and we go to and dress up and all that. And like Stevie, like you were saying, I'm getting to the point where it's like I can't do that much. We go, we eat, and then it's like, okay, I'm ready to go home. You get all gussied up for that.
Yeah, we've never gone the last Halloween thing. Here's a deep cut. If anybody knows this, I went as Manos Hands of Fate.
No, I don't know that one.
You don't know that? It's
No.
a pretty famous MST3K episode.
Okay. I've watched that. I might have missed that one though.
I used to
I didn't watch it religiously, so.
make me big for a minute, Eric,
All right.
please.
Big aside.
I will show this real quick. This is I used to love coming up with my own Halloween things, and this is when I was married, and this was me and my buddy, what we dressed up as. I don't know if you'll be able to see it real well, but we dressed up as sheep herders.
Oh my God.
We got blue
What are you about to do to that sheep, Rich?
Yeah, it's tied around our waist. We got our Billy Bob teeth in.
Oh my God.
Oh man,
That's my buddy in the red shirt. I got the white sheep. He's got the black sheep. So,
that's great.
but yeah, it was many moons ago. I used to love dressing up and doing that kind of stuff.
I think last year I dressed up as Grimace from McDonald's. So there's a
Oh,
picture.
nice.
There's
That
a
was
picture.
my nickname when I was a kid.
Grimace.
Was Grimace. We were jumping. We were on our bicycles and we would make homemade ramps and to go jump. And I wrecked my bike and stubbed my toe real bad, and it turned purple.
Oh God.
And this other kid, Mike Caudill, he was like, you're like Grimace. And I mean, all the way probably through high school, certain people would still call me that. Hey, Grimace.
Wow.
So, yeah. Yeah.
I have a funny Grimace story, not good for the air, but I'll have to tell you.
Yeah, I think I got
We
into
had
because of the kids.
Yeah. We had we go to basketball games for our college, and every year they have a mascot basketball at halftime. And so mascots from all these different things come out and they're playing basketball, and it's kind of funny because they can't see and they're just running around, but they all like have stupid smiles on or whatever, but they just bump and fall over and stuff like that. Well, they had a Grimace one year, and Grimace was out there, and he's got those little like T-Rex hands that are way up here,
Right.
So he can't even like catch the ball or do anything. But he was running around and then ran into, because he's got a big bottom side to him. So he bumped into somebody and tripped and fell, and the cone, he's kind of like a cone shape. His cone completely inverted.
Oh.
And so he had like this big white cone, like he was all white, and he was struggling on the ground and trying to get upright and then try to invert his cone back over. We were dying laughing. It was one of the funniest things.
You want to hear something freaky?
Yeah.
2 days ago, I was watching a YouTube show about Welcome Back, Carter.
Oh, yeah.
And today, I seen an ad from my comic shop with a Welcome Back, Carter comic book. And
I have those. I have a couple of those, Stevie.
Is that a coincidence, or is somebody following what I watch on YouTube and then shooting advertisements toward me?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm convinced
with that artificial intelligence and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm convinced of that.
I got up and I went and I stole those markers. So it's a big old set.
Yeah, that's a.
I just wanted the warm and cool color grays that are in this.
So, does your wife? What does she do for like to have those?
So she does a lot of paper crafting. She makes greeting cards and stuff like that, and
Okay.
does like planner notebooks and stuff like that.
Okay. So she's got a little creative side to her too.
Yeah, yeah. She likes all the tools.
My mom makes greeting cards. She makes her own greeting cards too.
And right now with
So
Halloween,
she has like paper cutters and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what she's got.
Yeah.
And the holidays are coming, so she's making all that stuff.
Yeah, my mom starts making Christmas cards, and she, you know, I think it's definitely a generational thing, but I think it is nice to get a Christmas card in the mail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not as many people do it these days,
No.
but she puts a lot of effort into it, and you know, it's like a little piece of art that, and she'll paint on them and do stuff like that. And yeah, so she starts about middle of the year making Christmas cards for the upcoming year.
A lot of work.
And she's got like, you know,
That's a lot of work. Yeah.
yeah, she's got like 50 or 60 people that she sends stuff to. And
Yeah, she signs up for like little, almost like pen pal type of stuff where they send each other happy mail and, you know, different projects that they work on. And
okay.
kind of like us sending AOKs to each other.
Yeah. So she gets what you're doing.
Yeah. Okay, so
My wife has no clue. She's got no desire or anything to. I think it'd be a nightmare for her to go to a con.
I've gone to some like her cons. She's also sews and crochets, so we've gone to stuff like that too. And I've sat there and held her bag. Like she goes to mine and holds my books to get signed.
Oh, you're a good husband.
I'll have to replay that later.
Yeah. She's definitely not in the chat responding.
No, I just ran in there. She was doing some other stuff. Yeah, this makes a big difference, having the right tools. 'Cause my water looks like water now.
That's cool.
Just trying to get some of the tip. So it's a little, get some variation in the waves there a little bit.
Should have busted out my compass. I didn't have my compass on me.
I have like a circle templates that I use a lot sometimes.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I do too.
You know what I use? I don't have those, but I use vegetable cans of various sizes.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea, Steve. Clear his eyes. Might go get my color pencils afterwards and color his eyes a little bit red. I think Swamp Thing has red eyes. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
So I'll go back and do that.
I might be having to jump off, Eric.
What time is it? How are we? Oh, we're almost at 2 hours. Yeah, you know what? I'm pretty much done, I think, too. So we can probably wrap this up.
Pushing 10 o'clock for me, but
Yeah. Oops. Hit my dinger. But what I like to do before we go is kind of just show off what we're at. So since I'm up here, I'll show you guys here's my swamp creature. So yeah, I may add a little bit of red to his eyes just to give it some pop, some color.
that's really cool.
And of course,
Yeah,
sign it.
that's amazing. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love the rippling of the water.
It took off once I got the right marker. All right. Let's see. Adam, you did one already. You did kind of technically two tonight.
I did my bride,
Okay.
and now it's real. I'm just starting to pencil up. Since you did Swamp Thing, I'm going to do Man Thing.
Okay. Yeah, I see his tentacles that
I'm
he
drawing
has.
his gizzards or whatever.
It's like
whatever
like
those things are.
What is that trunk? It's almost like an elephant trunk.
The Swampalopagus.
Mr. Snuffleupagus.
What do you got there, Rich, for working on tonight?
I mean, it's not
Okay.
the best.
You got the teeth. Man, those teeth are creepy. You gonna make them all yellow.
Yeah.
Trying to, I don't know.
You don't know. You're having fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me and Adam are gonna bug you tomorrow. See if you drew tomorrow.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah, 'cause
Stevey.
this is-
Let me see. You're working hard, I see, but I want to see what you got for tonight before we sign off. Oh,
I'm
cow,
done,
there he
I
is.
think.
Down and stuff. Man,
Oh yeah.
Billy Jack.
Yeah, poor Jack.
Jack.
I can't see it any other way now. It's Billy Jack.
110 soldier rides away.
Man, you did colors and everything, Steve. I think
Yeah.
you take the award for most done tonight.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. All right, let me pop.
Oh, I
up.
forgot to color his hair.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up since we are coming up on that 2-hour mark. Thank you for joining me tonight. You guys go visit
Thanks
all
for
these
having
guys
me.
online. I'm going to put links in the show notes afterwards once this goes post up. Yeah, thanks for coming. What else do I want to say? You guys got anything coming up soon coming out? Stevie, do you got any shows you're coming on, like with Bjorn or anything?
Well, we had that cowboy show. What is it called? The Gunfighter Saloon, Adam?
Gunslinger Saloon. Yeah.
Gunslingers Saloon. And that's on Friday nights at, I don't know, what time is it Central Time?
It's pretty late, isn't it?
11
Yeah.
o'clock Central, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it goes to
Yeah.
Bjorn. Yeah.
And
Bjorn, West Coast.
I'm gonna start thinking about my Halloween shows because, when I go out hunting for comic books, and if I see a horror book, I'll pick it up, or a Christmas.
Yeah, because it's definitely we're getting in that time.
He froze up.
Did he?
Yep.
Oh. Adam, what you got coming up? You're busy right now, so
Yeah,
kinda
pretty
hard to
busy. Yeah, just a lot of travel and stuff right now. I have a couple of bigger pieces that I'm working on to try to get out there. His phone died.
Yeah, phone died.
but we I'll have that going up. I'm also on the Gunslinger Saloon thing. We have our thing that we're doing at the end of in a few weeks.
Yeah, I gotta make a thumbnail or something for us.
Okay. Yeah, I can try to help you out with that too.
Okay.
That's on the 22nd, and then Rich, you talked about maybe we'll watch some do a horror thing on the 29th or something like that.
Yeah, we tossed around some ideas with Adam there. We picking like a few different horror flicks and doing a live stream and just talking about them.
Okay.
Basically. Something like that, or
In your own
yeah.
Mystery Science Theater 3000,
I-
basically.
Well,
Right?
well, no, I watched a good one last night actually. That I just put on that it's a movie I've always heard Kelly Jones recommend, and so I
Yeah.
wanted to watch it. And it's It's The Woman in Black, but it's a 1989, the British TV version.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's worth the hype. And so I'm trying to, so that's probably gonna be one of my.
What'd you watch it on?
It was on YouTube. Yeah, it was just on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to think about it. I was trying to find the Legend of was the Legend of Boggy Swamp or something like that. I've been trying to find that, but I can't find it. So I'll come up with a couple to watch. But yeah, that's and then I'm at some point I'll be back on Matt Likes Comics. He's going to have me on for a show. I think I think that's like in December or something, because I was like, my schedule's pretty busy for a while. So yeah, but anyway, that's me.
All right. Rich.
Yep. Let's see. Saturday night on the live show, we have Man Cave Comics. You guys have ever heard of him? He's from he goes on Biggie Shack show a lot and stuff, but he has a vast collection, man. He's got a really badass collection. And after that, the 15th, the Wednesday on Geeking Out with, I've got Bobby, Robert Simmons Jr.
Awesome.
We're going to geek out. He hasn't told me what we're geeking out about yet, so.
You might have no homework yet.
And then the week after that, on the 22nd, I have Matt on Geeking Out with. So hopefully we'll see what he wants to geek out about. It'll probably be Supergirl, I'm sure. But
or Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah.
Or Smurfs. Maybe they'll do a Smurf.
Yeah.
A Smurf thing. That's kind of cool.
Like I've always said, man, it's anything what anybody wants to geek out about. So
it's fun because a lot of us are into different hobbies or geeky stuff. So it's more than just comics. So that's why I was glad you guys came on to do some art stuff with me, because that's like my original geek is just drawing.
Well, I've been looking forward to this, man. I'd like to see this become like a regular thing for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, it don't have to be like weekly or anything, but
no. I mean, I may do something like maybe every other month. Still do the end of the month live show, which is always a lot of fun to show books. But yeah, just this to kind of just have some fun and relax and work on some fun drawing type of stuff.
Bring on some guest artists of throughout the community or something. That'd be fun. Yeah,
well, as I find out some more, because I know there's a lot of people out there. I'm slowly starting to discover them now. And then let's see, what else do I got coming up? So being my anniversary tomorrow's the actual anniversary day.
Do you have a cake or anything?
I don't have a cake. Maybe I'll go get a cupcake or something from the bakery, but
that's awesome.
Well, congratulations, buddy. What, 2 years?
2 years with SideQuest Comics with the channel going. So
that's awesome.
I'm surprised I made it that long. That first year really flew by, so I feel like I hit my stride by the second year. And that kind of continue the role. I wanted to try some other things this month. I think I might start a new show Thursday. So watch for a live stream too. Something kind of very different, not as long as this one, but something like a short review is something that I was super excited to get that week. It's something that I thought about. Maybe it'll motivate me to read my new comics quicker. And and then I can just give in a quick 2 cents. Was it good? Was it bad? That type of thing. Whether it was a new comic or just a new thing that I found, it could be an old thing. So I think I'm going to do something with that. And then maybe a Halloween show too. I mean, it is spooky season. Halloween's fun. We'll do a Halloween themed type show and show off Halloween books. Since I'm doing 31 days of Halloween covers now on Instagram. So why not do a actual YouTube show where I'm showing off stuff? So we'll see. So I got kind of some stuff in the works, and then like Adam mentioned, our fun project towards the end of the month. So
we'll have to start promoting that.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, yeah, thanks for joining. Like I said, you guys, if you're joining us late, remember, hit that like button, subscribe, comment. Subscribe to all these guys. I'll put links in the show notes that you can go to their pages, give them a subscribe, and yeah, share the love, as they say. So let me make sure I hit all my buttons off. But yeah, there's a throw up. Mine's already up there of stuff we worked on. And yeah, you guys afterwards, maybe go to Instagram, post your pictures on Instagram or even on YouTube, which I always forget to make regular posts on YouTube. But all right, guys, we are going to get out of here. Let me find all my buttons. Thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks for this, joining me, you guys, for, scribbling a little bit tonight. And,
Yeah, thanks for inviting.
There it is. Okay, I couldn't find it. I got too many. I got 2 mice next to me, 2 computers, and too much. Let's get out of here. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you guys later.